I'm stupid, you're smart. I was wrong, you were right. You're the best, I'm the worst. You're very good looking, I'm not attractive.
All right, as long as you're willing to admit that.
To give you a little bit of context, in my last video, I mentioned how I'd rather be painting my models instead of using multicolor 3D printing. Now, I couldn't be more wrong, and even one person in the comments pointed out that they didn't buy their AMS system to just stare at it. That same day, I discovered this method of 3D printing called filament painting. It is done through the use of software called HueForge. Link will be in the description. It is a paid software featuring different tiers of licenses. Now, you do not need to have the AMS to be able to do this, but it sure makes the process go hassle-free. I will show you how I made this particular image printable momentarily. At the end of the day, everyone wants their completed projects to look good, and I do believe that multicolor 3D printing can make that happen for you. So it was really unfair for me to state that I'd rather be painting than using my AMS. So this is what the apology at the beginning of the video was about. Also, that was a reference to Happy Gilmore, if some of you haven't caught on. I'm not the greatest at painting, so I think going forward, I'd like for all my projects to be printed via AMS. I'm not giving up on painting, just being realistic of what I want my future projects to look like on videos. I had some responses where people have mentioned why the model is not sanded, why is it not primed. So yeah, now that I have that out of the way, I wanted to mention who this particular print was for. And it was for Back to the Bins YouTuber by the alias of Mr. B. Hence why I have that on the print. Mr. B runs a comic review channel, primarily focusing on the covers. So this is a gift for you, Mr. B. Right, now how did I manage to make this particular print work? Well, I'm going to say it once more, and I do feel dirty just saying that, but this particular image was done via AI. I asked Midjourney to generate me an image that looks like Mr. B, and I asked the AI to generate me an image of musical notes so that I could use it for the background purposes. Put them together in your choice of editing software, save the image, and then open up HueForge. Once HueForge is opened, you'll see a lot of things on your screen. Don't be intimidated by all of these tools. All you have to do is upload your image to this program. Right side represents your uploaded picture, left side represents what it will look like on your printer, given that you have those colors. Now what HueForge has done is they have pulled a lot of filament manufacturer colors to their library, which you can then grab the colors you're looking for and apply them to the preset sliders or add them as a fifth color option. Also, as you can see, there's quite a bit of space for more than 4 colors. I will explain later in the video how you can achieve a print with more than 4 colors. Please note that these settings I have here are default settings that you will have to apply within your slicing program to match. Otherwise, your print will not come out the same way. I'd highly recommend saving this profile so you don't have to do this all the time. If you want to follow my settings, I set the layer height to 0.08mm, granted you're using 0.4mm nozzle, initial layer height set at 0.16mm, infill density set at 100% with rectilinear pattern. Now let's go back to HueForge for a moment. Here, once you're done selecting your colors and you're happy with how your print will turn out to be, we can then save the project, which will export your STL file and also a text document, which we will need in order to know when a color change must happen. See, in this text document, they will tell you at which layer height a color change needs to be done. Let's now head over to our slicing program. I'm using the Bambu Labs slicer, and when you slice your model, you will see on the right hand side your layers for the print. With this bar, you're able to select at which point you want the print to pause or do a color swap. This is why the AMS is so nice, as you can just automate the entire process. Now, if a fifth color will be needed, you can simply add a stop within your printing process and manually swap out the filament needed to complete your project. Now, I'm going to play some footage of this plate being made. Let me know down in the comments if you like this project. Again, this is the beauty of having a printer capable of 3D printing models with multiple colors without needing you to change the spools manually. If you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, as I'll be making similar content in the future. After this print was finished, I stared at it for a couple hours, as I couldn't believe that something like this can come out from 3D printing. So there we have it, from AI generated image to a physical plate that you can display around the house and even make a frame for it. I hope everyone had a good time watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.